Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about nth roots. Let's start with what we already know. We already know about square roots. So for example, 2 squared equals 4, and so the square root of 4 is 2. So we'll keep that in mind as we continue on. With nth roots, the coefficient is greater than 2. So if we've got 2 cubed, which equals 8, we're going to do a similar process to the whole square root thing. So we're going to draw a radical and put the 8 under it, but to show that it's the cube root and not the square root, we're going to draw all 3 right there. So to find the answer, we have to break down what is under the radical. In this case, it's 8. And so what we'll do is we'll break it down, we'll make a tree, and we find that 2 times 4 is 8, and 2 times 2 is 4. So there are 3 2's here. It's the cubed root, and so the answer is 2. So let's try a few problems. How about the 5th root of 32? It'll look something like this. Okay, so like in the last problem, we're just going to have to start breaking it down. So we've got 2 and 16, 2 and 8, 2 and 4, and 2 and 2. So there are how many 2's? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's the 5th root, and that means that the answer for this one is 2 again. So let's try another problem. How about the 4th root of 81? So once again, we're going to start breaking it down. This time we're going to be using 3's. So 3 and 27, 3 and 9, and 3 and 3. It's the 4th root. There are 4 3's, so 3 is our answer. But what if it looks like this? I mean, what do we do then? Well, let's look at it. So for a problem like this, we have to break it down a little bit differently. So we've got 4 times 4 times 4, that is 64. And then we have 6 x's, so that's x times x times x times x times x times x. Lots of x's. And so this is the cubed root. So we're looking for groups of 3. So there are 3 4's and 6 x's. So that makes 2 groups of 3 for the x's. And so all of these get to come out of the radical. So our answer is 4x squared. And it's x squared because there are 2 groups of x's. And so 4x squared is our answer. So what happens when our answer isn't all clean and pretty like it has been for the last few problems? Well, if we've got 81 x to the 5th power, y to the 3rd power, all under the 4th root, we have to break it down. So 4 3's make up 81. There are 5 x's. And 3 y's. So we're looking for groups of 4 this time to come out of the radical. So there's a group of 4 with the 3's. There's a group of 4 with the x's, but there's 1 x left over. And there's not enough y's to come out. So these guys get to come out of the radical, but these guys get left behind. So our answer is 3x with a radical 4th root of x y to the 3rd power. Okay, let's try another one. This one gets a little crazy. So we've got 32x to the 6th, y to the 3rd, and z to the 7th. And that's going to be under fifth root. So the fifth root of 32x to the sixth, y to the third, and z to the seventh. So we're going to break it all down now. So we've got 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. That makes the 32. We've got 6 x's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got 3 y's. It's y, 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 and 7 z's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're looking for groups of 5. There's a group of 5 with the 2's, so the 2 gets to come out. And there's a group of 5 with the x's, but there's one left over, so an x gets to come out. There's not enough y's, and there are 7 z's, so there are 2 z's left over, but there's one gets to come out. So what's left over is x, y to the third, and z to the second, because there are 2 z's left. Congratulations! You've learned the basics of nth roots. Of course, over time, as you practice, you don't have to break it down quite so much. You can do it more in your head. But for now, you've got the basics, and you can grow from there. We're not going to learn about adding and subtracting the radicals this time. We're going to save that for a later date. But hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you learned something. I certainly did. And we'll see you next time. Ciao.